Hi, I'm Mick from Velvet Photography. I just wanted to do a quick little video on just to talk about my experiences with shooting with the Fujifilm X-E1. Now, I normally and have always shot with Nikon D700, an awesome full frame camera. I first came across the Fujis when I bought the Fuji X100, a gorgeous little camera. I've since sold that and upgraded to the X-E1, and for the first time I was able to put it through its paces and work with it at a wedding, and everything that I'd read about was just reinforced. It was an absolute joy to work with, and I shot over 70% of my most recent wedding with the Fuji X-E1. Now, as you can see here, it's attached with the 18-55 lens. I shot most of the wedding, most of the shots were done with the 35mm 1.4, which was just fantastic. And what I liked about this camera was that it's not the fastest camera in the world, so you can't just shoot off lots of pictures. I really got to think more about my day, and as the photographer, it slowed me down and got me in a better headspace. So, and a lot of photography is all about headspace for me anyway, and it's not about just going there, shooting and spraying and praying for the best. So I actually took less photos than I would normally take on a full day's coverage, but I have to say that probably in the last 2 years this is one of the nicest weddings I've photographed, and I have more keepers than I do photos that I need to delete. What I found was the sensor and the processor just handled harsh light and shadows really well. I was shooting also with the Nikon D700 and found myself a little frustrated with it at times, and that was normal for me shooting, but shooting side by side with the Fuji X100, I noticed it even more. And I had the Nikon on my shoulder at all times, but I really just wanted to shoot with the Fuji. Now, having said that, the hardest thing for me as a photographer is getting out of the mindset of rocking up with a big camera for a big wedding. Now, a lot of us still feel that, you know, big dollars equals big equipment, and as you can see, this is a tiny camera, but it's an excellent tiny camera. I'm actually thinking of jumping ship from Nikon and buying the X-T1, and hopefully when the fast aperture telephoto comes out, that will make my kit complete, and I will finally, after over 5 years of shooting with Nikon, say goodbye to Nikon. I'm still unsure about making the change, only because I still need to detach from that headspace of big dollars, big camera. Big camera doesn't mean you're any more professional. Out of all the photos that I've shared on my page, both my website and the Velvet Photography Facebook page, all of those shots have been shot with the Fuji. This one right here, as you can see, it's a tiny camera, but I think the results speak for themselves. And as a creative type and as a photographer, once again, it all comes down to that headspace. I need to get out of that headspace of sizes and everything, so to speak, in regards to cameras. So yeah, I just wanted to do this little video and just go, wow, Fuji, you're amazing. I'm one step closer to saying goodbye to Team Nikon and going to Fuji. I get another wedding coming up, and a week after that, so I have ample opportunity to get even more comfortable shooting with it. The only thing that I did need to keep an eye on is my auto ISO settings. I probably should have upped the minimum shutter speed, because when I was outside I had it set on a 1/80th of a second, where I probably should have had it at 1/25th of a second or higher, but that was only for a handful of shots, but still, it's still a learning curve. Anyway, I've got to go now, and someone's just come in here. This is my little guy. I'm just talking to the people about my camera. Christian, do you want to say hello? No, he doesn't want to say hello. Anyway, on that note, yeah, thanks for listening to me rant about my love for my X-E1, and I'll try and do another one of these videos in the future. Okay, bye.